Hello and welcome to an extra special episode of the Dualcast. I'm going to pretend I didn't just talk for a minute and then realise I wasn't recording on the microphones, but it's okay. This is a wee extra special episode of the podcast because we haven't posted in a while. He's on the crack. But this is something different because the film that we've just made, Bombs Away, has come out like a week or two ago, depending on when this is posted. And I'm going to be chatting to some people that helped make it on this episode. So I'm joined firstly by Ella.
Hello.
Kilpatrick. Hello. To chat about the film. The film's not out at the time of recording this. You haven't actually seen it?
No.
Well, to be fair,
I've seen snippets of it, but
it's also not done.
Yeah.
And it comes out in like 4 days. But yeah, so for people that don't know who you are, who are you?
Hello. My name is Ella Kilpatrick. I have just left school and I study drama, and I'm currently taking a gap year to do stuff like this.
Oh, really? I didn't know you were doing that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So on my gap year, I'm basically like working flat out, obviously, and then hoping to travel a bit. But the whole point of like my gap year is to be more involved in stuff like this, maybe do like a couple acting grades, just kind of get involved in more stuff, especially like local stuff, because I feel like especially like Northern Ireland has been coming out with a lot more like stuff like this, and like join a couple groups. But yeah, and then hopefully next year I'll be going off to acting school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where's that?
So I've applied to a couple places. So I applied to a place in Liverpool and I got that offer, but I just deferred it for next year, so I have that if I want it.
Okay.
But like London, like,
Oh, nice.
if
With
I'm
the
gonna
stars?
go anywhere, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
of
go to
course,
London,
of course.
do you know what I mean?
And you can use Bombs Away as a
Yeah,
great
exactly.
CV
I
piece.
actually could as well, because you can
As a
have
great
Gil
CV
Covington.
piece. Yeah, so you play a character in the film called Victoria Square. By the way, this whole episode, not that this matters, because I was thinking this earlier, I shouldn't have to say this because it's like a 30-40 minute comedy short film, but there's gonna be, we're just gonna chat openly about spoilers in this.
Sorry.
Yeah, in this episode, because you know what, if you're watching this, like I imagine you've watched the film, and if you haven't watched the film and you're watching this, then you probably don't care enough about spoilers.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything major to be spoiled, but anyway, you play a character called Victoria Square. I can't remember when I actually sent you the script, or like never.
Ages
It was
ago.
like literally
months and
yeah.
months ago.
But when I wrote the script, I wrote it for you in mind,
Yeah.
because you were like you're kind of one of the few like actresses I know. So I was like, okay, I'll probably give this to Ella, like if she's interested. I take it you were like, what the flips he
No,
messaged
I
you for?
wasn't, because sure, I have a vivid memory of Daniel had put something on his story, and it was like filming like something like fun coming up, like would anyone be interested? And I was
Yes.
like, right, like this would be stupid if I didn't
Yeah,
say
yeah,
no.
yeah.
So I remember replying, and then you actually replied back and was like, funny you message, because I actually had some
Yes.
ideas of a character that
Because,
could be.
well, basically, that was actually for something totally different. Basically, like this time last year, I bought like this sounds ridiculous. I bought a load of like fantasy, like medieval Lord of the Rings, like props and
Right.
costumes and stuff for a like sketch series we were gonna
Right.
do called Dungeons and Dragons, and then
That's so good.
yeah, I know
You should do
it's
that.
fantastic. And then we like the logistics of like trying to film something and make it all look like it's set in like a Lord of the Rings world was a like literal logistical nightmare. I actually bought like a skeleton, like I have a
Yeah.
skeleton sitting upstairs in my room, like a big
Because
massive
it's not
skeleton.
even like we don't have the locations here, it's just they're all so far away.
Yeah, they're far away, or they
Like,
cost a lot
it's
of
so
money,
far
or
away.
it's and it's just like it's the nightmare.
Have you seen the Dark Hedges things from
Game of Thrones?
Yeah, Game of Thrones, right? Have you seen it recently?
Not in real life.
It actually has. It's so bad.
Oh, like looks bad?
It looks horrendous.
Oh.
Like I know someone who went recently, and I mean like there's just no trees left.
Oh, really?
None.
Well,
Barely
we'll not
any.
be using the dark hedge. This
So
is the
yeah,
film
we'll
anyway.
be using the Dark Hedges.
But yeah, so that was a logistical nightmare, and I'd still like. We actually did put one sketch out for it, and it was like maybe like Elfie or something being like, "Oh, I had an absolute rager in the tavern last night" or something like that, something stupid. But then like basically, me and Aaron, the other guy that directed this movie, he's in literally nearly every episode of the podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But we basically we had this character years ago. Okay, like to really fast track, like go back, we had this character Jimmy Santoro like years ago. Basically, like to sum it up, he was in my room one night. This sounds really weird. We were like 13, maybe 12. We'll say 12 because it sounds a bit better if we're younger. And like we were mucking about my room, and he threw something at me, and it hit me in the balls, and I peed myself. But we were like, we were just like, we were taking the mic like back and forth, shouting like, Jimmy Santoro, whatever. Like made up this random character, and we're like throwing something at each other, and it was so like genuinely so funny. And then but that was like when we were 12, we came up with this name, and then we never touched it again. And then I talked to him like this time last year about maybe doing like some sort of like spy sketches of like this like secret agent called Jimmy Santoro. And then I actually don't know how it happened, but then I kind of got on the idea of like maybe like a private investigator instead. And then me and Aaron used to work together.
Yes.
We were working one night, and we were just talking about it, and I was standing in work, and I was like, Jimmy Santoro in Bombs Away, and I was like, oh, that's a really cool name. And then we basically just like rolled with it and chatted, and I wrote the script, and then I sent the script to him, and then he kind of like tweaked the script and like rewrote the script, and then we sent it to you. And then so first reactions when you read the script, thoughts?
Not gonna lie, the only part I read first time was my own part.
Absolutely fair enough.
And I was reading it, and I was like, right, okay, like I can work with this.
It's
fun. And then it was coming closer to the time. I did like a full read.
Okay.
And I was like, this is actually pretty funny. I was like,
thanks.
I was like, this is good. Like, obviously reading the script and then like doing it like on stage, because obviously delivery is like so important for like comedy stuff. I'm rubbish at it. I've struggled so much doing comedy. It's so bad.
But I feel like for a stage, maybe it's just me, I feel like it's a lot harder on stage, and that like you've a lot more to remember.
Yeah, that is true as well, especially if you're doing like a lot of like long takes and stuff. But no, from the very start, I was interested. Like, I thought it was a good script. Like, I thought it would be something good, and then it would be like my first like short film, like film type of thing. Because like I only really did like plays, like musicals.
Yeah. So, we kind of wrote it so like your character Victoria. Originally, you were called something else. I think you were called Sugar Sue or something in the first script. Okay. Like in the original draft. And then someone said to me one day, I can't remember who it was. Someone was like, "Oh, Victoria Square," and I was like, "That is genuine. That's brilliant." So then, that's how Victoria Square happened. And then, I think from there we kind of described. Me and Aaron were like talking about your character. We kind of described you as like the straight man in terms of like. Everybody else is like everybody else is doing like funny things around you, but you're like the one person that's like deadpan, like I don't find any of this really funny. No. But yeah, so it is a fun fact in your like bits in the film, and so I don't know if people will know this when they're like watching the film. I hope they don't know this, because that would mean we've done it well. You only ever acted with me. So like on the day, you only ever acted with me, like Soupy and Adam that played Biff and Chip, and Ben, who was the bartender and all. They were like we were never in the same room.
No, because whenever we basically went up to the top of, what was it called again?
The Beehive.
Yeah, the Beehive. Lovely club.
Lovely venue. Yeah, shout out the Beehive.
It's so nice. We went upstairs for this like shoot off scene, and
don't worry about it.
And I remember like. I feel like as part of acting, like you always feel a tiny bit stupid, like whatever you're doing, like it always just feels a little bit dumb. And like at the time, I was like, obviously I was like enjoying myself because it was actually so fun. But I was like, see, because there isn't two other people on the other side of me, like at the time it just felt like a little bit off. And then I remember seeing it put together for the first time, and I was like, oh, it all comes together. I was like, you actually. Like,
you can't tell. And when we got there, basically, and I don't want to say too much on this because I don't want people looking for it, but basically the camera that we used for part of the film had like 2 dead pixels in it, and basically the last like 2 weeks of my life has been going in and like CG and basically taking the dead pixels out of the frame, and on the day that we filmed your stuff, like the camera when we got to the Beehive, we opened it up and it was just like broken. Like it literally like it was like 6 or 7 dead pixels on the screen. Like it was so obvious like you couldn't. And like me and Aaron spent like 10 minutes like trying to figure it out. And in the back of my mind, I was like, because we already had to reschedule a day.
Yeah.
And then in the back of my mind, I was like, if we have turned up here with all our costumes and everything, and like we're here and like again like organizing the Beehive that like we can come down and film in the first place and everything, but like and it's not easy.
Fully rent out,
like it's different if we were just in the house here because you'd be like, oh, we'll just come back another day.
Exactly.
But like you're traveling all the way to West Belfast and like it's nightmare. And so we like so like my heart was in my mouth like, and we got it working, and already I was cautious of the fact that like, you know, Soupy and Adam's characters and you are never like in on the same day and like how it looked, but it genuinely has turned out really well, and like it looks like I've watched every scene. Like I no longer find the film funny because I've watched every scene like 50 times, because like editing I just watched everything 50 times.
Like,
so like I watch it and people like I've showed it to people and I've sent it to a few like people that aren't involved in the film at all, just to be like, is this still funny? Because I can't really I don't want to send it to people that have worked on it because I'm like, well there's a bit of bias. So I've sent it to a few people that like have nothing to do with it, and just to be like, how do you find this? And they've been like, oh, I really like that joke. And I'm like, I don't even find that joke funny anymore. But but like, you know what? That's good that like people find it funny.
Exactly.
But yeah, it was, I don't know, like also when we were up in the Beehive, like in the like wee green room area that we were in, and we were like, you're like shooting guns and everything like that. Like it just like, I don't know, like you feel stupid, and like certainly I'll tell you a story. We felt stupid because there's, I don't think you've seen this scene, but there's a bike chase in the film.
Oh, I'm
so like
close.
where me and John Devlin's character Big Mike like race across the bridge at the,
which is like
at the Big Fish.
Absolute like pure cinema.
It's
like,
brilliant, like so cool. But that meant we were like, right, how do we do this scene when like there's no one about? So it was like, okay, well we're gonna have to do it like 6 a.m. in the morning to do it. So and John didn't drive at this stage, and he lives in Magherafelt. So me and Aaron got up. It was the day after I did my gig in the Limelight, and I was like, guys, this is class. And everybody else was like, let's go out for a few pints. And I was like, I'm literally going home to sleep here because I have to get up at 5 a.m. to then drive to Magherafelt. So me and Aaron drove to Magherafelt. I'm in my costume. We pick John up. He's in his costume. We drive straight to like city centre at like 6. I think we got there at like 6 in the morning. And we're walking through Belfast just in our costumes because we were like, it's 6 a.m. Like it's 6 a.m. Saturday morning. Like, and there was like a group of smicks like just standing there. They just started like hurling abuse at us, being like, "What are you wearing?" and all this stuff. And like we were trying to film a scene, and they're like shouting stuff at us. But then like we kept like we were cycling. I must have cycled across and back the bridge like 20 times, like over and over and over, because like you're just trying to get different shots and stuff. And we were renting the Belfast bikes, and when we got to the bit where we're renting the bikes, there's only one left, so I had to walk to like the waterfront in my costume, right, to rent a new bike. But there was Aaron and John stayed up at the Big Fish, so I then cycled back in my costume. But like I was passing people on the road and all, and they were like, well, he's no cameras or anything with him, so like he mustn't be filming anything, like he just looks me in like a fake mustache now. Also growing a mustache, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, probably can't say it. It's been 2 months. But yeah, so in terms, so like originally then in the original script you were like a jazz singer, but like you weren't actually singing.
No.
And then you were like to me, hey, I can sing if you want me to sing.
Well,
you were, and then you were like, you can sing if you want me to sing. And then just so happened the days we were recording the songs was after you had like a horrific cold.
Yeah. And I was like, no, I think we refilmed that.
Yeah, we filmed it a couple of times.
Yeah.
But it was twice. But no, it was good, and like definitely something different for me in terms of like editing music and like trying to get that in, because obviously
auto-tune.
Well, no, I'm not saying there was any auto-tune used. I'm not saying there was any auto-tune used, but you know, I'm not joking. But like in terms of like putting it together and like even down to like last week, me and Aaron were still like maybe like cut this word off and like add it here instead and put that there, and like it just difficult.
We're not refilming my lines. We're not refilming.
And you need to film one line, which is brutal because like the film's already out. Like when you're watching this, and I still haven't got it filmed. I also need to film another scene today by myself in my kitchen, but that's a post credit scene, so don't worry about it. And like just like so different for what we've done before. Like obviously a lot of stuff we do is like comedy related.
Yeah, because like went to school with Daniel. So the first bit of, I don't know if you edited it or like filmed it, but you were in it. It was the film you did for your. Did you do Moving Image Edit?
Yeah.
It was the film about the two
detectives.
Oh,
I hate that film. I hate it. So
I really loved it.
I hate. So like, I don't know who I thought I was, but like when we like, and I wrote the script for that when we filmed it, I was like I made myself the main character, and I was like, oh, like it wasn't funny. Like it was like too serious, like just detectives.
No, but I thought it was scary.
It was, well, like I wanted it to be a wee bit scary, but then
you landed that one, like.
Thanks, I appreciate that. But because then like in the script, like all like the whole first half of it was like outside in the rain.
Yeah.
And then like when it came to actually filming outside in the rain, and like obviously like it was pitch black, so like where are we getting the light from and all this? That like like worst thing I've ever done, and like I remember I put like a to be continued at the end of it, and I was like, Darren, like we're gonna continue this, and he was like, bro, like we're not gonna do it. It was just that was absolutely grim. There's actually a bit in that. It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
There's a bit in that where Ben, who's in Bombs Away very briefly, he gets shot in the head, and he's like on the ground like dead, and like I wanted it to feel like, oh, like let's do like practical effects and stuff. So I bought like minced meat from the spar and like put like fake blood in it, and then put it like on the side of his head, like in like a wee hole as if it was like a bullet wound. But then when you watch it, it just looks like someone's got minced meat in the side of their face. So like it doesn't even work. It doesn't even work at all. But
you called me in. I do special effects.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you actually?
Yeah, like properly.
Oh, you might be able to do the next one.
Like I'll show you a video photos at the end.
We've plans for the next one. We've actually, I mean, this is a total exclusive.
Victoria Square main character.
Well, this is a total exclusive, but we're filming a Christmas special. It's just like a wee 10-minute thing. If you want to reprise your role, I've written that in the script already. So like, if you want to,
I have no say. Right, great. Okay.
Yeah, and it's just in this room, so you're not like it's not too bad. But no spoilers. So like. Where was I going with that? Yeah, so that would be my advice. Oh my goodness, if maybe one short film, like my advice to any young filmmakers. No, that's not what I'm saying. But like anybody that like, if I could go back, this is a better way to put it. If I could go back and do like student films and stuff differently, like when I was in secondary school, it would be like just do something funny, because I think like you're like 16, 17, and everybody's trying to be serious and be like, oh, look at this and all, like it's so cinematic, and it's like,
I did like.
What did you do? What did you do?
In lower sixth, I did like the effects of like drugs in this girl.
Everybody does that. Everybody does that.
A lucid. Shout out Emma Campbell. Emma Campbell is my actor, and she was great. She put up with all my absolute rubbish.
Right. Okay.
But I mean, like, it was like a lucid like acid trip, and I had like LEDs and like loads of glitter, and then she basically like crashes out and it turns out like red.
That's cool. That's a cool idea.
To be fair, like I visually it looked so nice, but it just had like no storyline. It was just like nice bits of video.
Yeah,
nice
visuals.
I mean? Which doesn't land well with people, because like you need something to like cling on to and like follow. And then my upper sixth one was like a murder mystery, I think, with my mum.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's cool.
There we go.
That's cool. So mine in lower sixth was called Loop. And
that was what I watched.
Oh, did you watch that? So it was about two versions of Aaron fighting each other. And then that was cool, because that won an award. That went to like Cineworld and got screened. And that was cool. And
where
then
did you come?
Third. Some guy from Ballyclare was second. Aaron was first, so that wasn't too bad.
Aaron was first?
Yeah, so Aaron's lower sixth film got picked, and my lower sixth film got picked, even though he's the year above me. So then we were like, but Aaron, the teacher told Aaron, like, you came first. Like, she wasn't supposed to tell him that.
Right.
But she was like, you just come first.
Right. A girl from my class got first.
Oh, really?
This year, yeah.
Nice. That's cool. Not heartbreaking at all that I got third, but we went to Cineworld, and like we screened like this great. There was some, and that'll be that guy. There were some absolute stinkers in there, like because it was like there's like 3 or 4 films from each category, and there was like 4 categories, something like 16 short films. It was just like this, like,
it's like the animation ones.
Some of the animation ones are cool. Some of them are
like,
come on here, guys. There was some guy that done like a Lego stop motion. And like he just had Star Wars music over the top of it, and we were like, bro, like this is just
Right,
Star Wars.
I'm not gonna name drop, right? But I was in lower sixth and I had two boys sat beside me, and I mean there was like an animation film playing, and they were rinsing the life out of
Oh,
it.
really?
Like, I mean, rinsing it
At the screening?
at the screening, right? And all of a sudden, First Place comes out, and it's that same film, and again, all the abuse, right?
Yeah.
And the girl next to them stands up and goes and gets the award, and they were scundered. I mean, like she was sat, like she heard every single thing they said.
Oh, that is
See,
grim.
if that was me, I would have turned around
Oh,
and
that
said
is
something.
absolutely grim.
Isn't that horrible?
Yeah,
I
it's
was like,
horrific.
Oh, God, ugh,
That is horrific.
can't be at
Because
that.
there was a guy. I mean, I was gonna say not naming names. I don't know the guy's name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it was a good film, but like we were all like, obviously you're watching the other films in the category you're in, just being like, I don't know if this is. I think
Yeah,
that's
you
better.
kind of like decide in your
Yeah,
head.
and you're like,
what
I
you
think
do.
I can get this, and I think it was a guy about an Invisible Man or something,
Right.
and we watched it. And I was like, you know what? I'm pretty confident, like second place here, because I had a fair idea Aaron was gonna be first. And it was cool because then like I was in both films, so like first
Yeah,
and
like you're
third.
getting screen
But
time
then,
anyway.
this guy won it in for Ballyclare in second year, or in second place, and I was
Ballyclare?
I didn't know
Never
I didn't even
seen.
know they did it, and I was just like, cheers. And then something similar did happen. I hope Aaron doesn't mind me telling this. Me and Aaron were standing beside each other after. His film would come first, and my film would come second. And this guy walked up to me from another school and was like, "Did you do Loop?" And I was like, yeah. And he was like, "Man, like that was great. Like I thought it was way better than the one that came first." And Aaron was standing beside me, and he was like, "Yeah, like literally, it was like snubbed. Like you should have got first for that." And I was like, "Oh, nice. Let's get the first one." But
Aaron say anything?
no, he just silently held his anger until we
right,
passed
okay.
away, and he was like, "Oh, it was cool." But yeah, so like I don't know. Back to Bombs Away though.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what we're here for,
Yeah.
is certainly like the biggest thing we've done in terms of like a film or anything like that. Like even like I think of like short films that we've done before, and like it sounds stupid, but like there's no girls in them or anything. It's just like, let's get the lads around and
Yeah.
we'll point the camera. So like I like, and the genre that we're obviously parodying
Yeah.
is that noir genre. So like when writing the script, yeah, do you actually? Nice. Sometimes I'm like, it's a bit multi, but like obviously that's what we're parodying.
Yeah.
But like when I was writing the script, I was like, we need like a sort of femme fatale character. And I
Is
think
that moving in majorities?
yeah, moving in
Very
majority,
coming
yeah,
in.
for real.
Telling you.
And like that was one thing we really wanted it to be obvious that like we're clearly parodying all these films that
Yeah.
have done this before.
Because imagine watching that and thinking that we're being serious.
Well, that's
Like,
always my
that's-
biggest fear.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that's something that would
'Cause
scare
that's-
me. Like,
That's part of the reason like I have a drawn on mustache is because
yeah,
like
but I feel like it's really over. Like all the like comedy and everything is like overemphasized, but in like
Yeah.
the best
Yeah,
way
yeah,
possible.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
it's in your
To
face.
kind of,
Yeah.
Like be able to like clock like, oh, like this is too
Because if
much
anybody
comedy.
then was like, "Oh, who do these guys think they are?" It's like we're obviously not
Yeah,
being
we're-
serious.
yeah.
Like me and the main villain ride Belfast bikes over
Yeah,
the top of the
exactly,
bridge.
like-
We're not thinking like, "Oh, we are actually class here."
Exactly.
And I think that's a huge part of it. Even in like we like, and it was nice to get as well because at the start of the film, Ryan, our friend, who's been on other short films. He dies like straight off the bat.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh,
spoiler.
oh.
He comes
There
in
you
and
go.
dies straight away, and like it was nice to be like, okay, that character's just done. Like you
Yeah.
can do that. And short films always annoy me sometimes because they're like 9 minutes long. Like that was my annoyance in Moving the Majority was like if it's like 9 minutes long, like you don't really have that much time to like do anything of like proper substance before it's
Yeah.
like done, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
well, the credits are on. Whereas like this, like it could be as long or as short as you want. You ever seen Wallace and Gromit?
Yes.
So like we wanted to feel like kind of like a Wallace and Gromit short film because they're all like 30-40 minutes long.
Yeah.
And like if we do another one, you don't necessarily have to see the first one to know
Yeah,
what's going
no,
on
I
in the
like
second one.
films
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
like
as
the
well.
anthology films.
Yeah.
And like you or someone else could pop up in the next one, but
Yeah.
like it's not like you have to have seen the first one to know that like what's going on.
Yeah.
So I think from that point of view, it's really cool. But like I don't know, just like seeing it all come together, not like is so weird.
I'm really
like,
excited because I've seen like a couple of the clips.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I've seen like the bits you've released. I've also seen like the bits that I'm in edited because like you sent me that.
yeah.
But I'm excited to see like the whole thing put together, and especially because like you said, like I didn't work with any of these other guys.
No.
So like I have no idea. Like
That's so weird.
I know what's happening. Like I know the storyline obviously, but I don't know how these guys have like portrayed it, except for the parts that they're in.
Yeah.
With my bit, but again, wasn't in it.
Well,
with
like
them.
shout out to everybody that was in the film. Like they all did really well, but there's one guy in particular that like literally like me and Aaron were texting the other day, and we're like, every line he says is a banger. Soupy Campbell, wherever you are, well, he's in America right now. But he's out doing all stand up in America. But like he like every line he says. So like we had written it in the script that he is like the kind of like more intelligent of the two like gangsters.
Yes.
Between him and Adam, and he's kind of like the one like pushing it forward in terms of like the chat, whereas Adam's character is more like stupid and a bit more like.
Is Adam the guy with the beard?
Soupy's the guy with the beard. Adam's the guy with the ginger hair.
Right. Okay.
And every line that Soupy's a culture, so like really thick culture accent. Every line he says is like top drawer. Like there was a wee bit there's a bit in the film where he gets up like from when we're shooting, he gets up out of his like hiding spot and he walks around the corner and he's like after all these years and all this stuff, and like he's going to scrutiny and I punch him in the face like before he gets the sentence finished. The way he like threw his head back and like the reaction after, like everything he says is 10 out of 10. And then like similar situation, couldn't get Soupy and Adam back for like there's another scene where they're in like a car and like we couldn't get them back at the same time, like someone had to cancel, and so again same thing as you with them, like we filmed them again separately in the same car, so like
just different sides.
Now fun fact, they're totally different cars, but no, it doesn't look like it in the film, as in like so like Soupy was recording his bit in his car.
Really
and Adam recorded his bit in his car, and like
so they recorded themselves.
No, I recorded them,
right? Okay,
but
I was gonna say
different makes of cars and stuff. So like but like, you can't really see it in the film. Okay. And then there was one. There's only one shot that I like. See when you're reading the script, like, do you have a fair idea of like, I think I know what this is gonna look like, or do you like just kind of go, I'll just say it in the day, or like just do it in the day? Like I don't really think about what it's gonna.
No, because I'm obviously like not trained, but like I have an A level, like in film I have an A level in drama. Like as I was gonna say as an actor, that's such a
no, but you are an actor. Yeah.
I'm an aspiring actress, right?
Yes.
It is actor now, isn't it? It's actor for all, I think.
Is it?
I think it is, right? Aspiring actor.
Yes.
I think that whenever you read a script, it's really important to like be able to visualize like how you're going to portray things. Like I obviously had an idea because you told me like what my character was like, what it was kind of set in. Like obviously like stage directions and like stuff like help, but like whenever like you run it, like you kind of like get your own like idea of like how you want to like deliver things, but on the day like it could change, but I don't think it changed massively. Like
no, so like originally we actually wrote the first script, and then like a couple of days before we like went to film with you, like Aaron read the script and was like, there's a massive plot hole here. Like it's basically, it was like Ryan's character. The whole idea is that Ryan and you were friends, and like he had taken your picture at the savannah and stuff, and Aaron just kind of said to me like, we have no idea who this guy is. Like they never like there's nothing, and so then we had to change the script.
Did you not do like flashback things?
Yeah, we had to change the script and add a few things in. I actually need you to record a line after this of like what basically goes into that. But like we had to change like the script up a wee bit, like, and like there's even days we were like actually filming and being like, oh, that's wrong, like we need to change that in the script and stuff. But like in terms, there's only one. There's obviously a lot of the film looks how I wanted it to look. There's one shot in particular. I'll show you it after. That like there's a bit again, spoilers. Soupy and Adam's characters, Biff and Chip, are in a massive car crash. And
also like Biff and Chip, like
Biff and Chip,
top comedy. I'm sorry,
unreal.
But like
we're hoping to have a spin off with every dog called Kipper, and call it the Magic Key, and they're just doing coke the whole time. But
oh my God.
Yeah, no, we've genuinely and this sounds ridiculous. Me and Aaron have discussed like all of this.
It's so well like thought through, and that's
we
what I
have
love. Because oh my, like see coming into productions where like the people writing it like don't even know what they're doing. Oh my, it's the hardest thing to work on. Like you need like a set idea. Like obviously it's fine to like tweak it, but that's what I loved about working with you guys, because you knew exactly what you wanted.
So does that mean you've been on productions where that hasn't?
Well, no. But, like,
I'm only joking.
no name drops, but like, no, just for example, like, again, like, not to keep bringing it in, but like doing film for like A level, like, not that there was anyone. Do you know what it is? It was me myself. I was actually the worst person to work with because I had no idea what I wanted to do. My mum wanted to rip my head off. Emma Campbell probably wanted to rip my head off. But like, you can just tell the difference whenever. But like, also, like, I don't want to be like a director, so like,
yes,
don't hate on me for
of
that.
course, of course.
Like, I want to be in them.
Because I like directing this. Like, me and Aaron both directed it, but like, it's a lot easier for him because he can see what's happening in the camera. Whereas if I'm in all the scenes, I'm kind of like just taking his word. Obviously, I trust him fully. Of like, if he says it looks good, then I think it looks good. But like, you're in the back of your head being like, I can't really see what's going on. But that's like
low key, like what I envy about like you guys, like, because you're in it, but you also like have like came up with the idea of it. Like, that's like a good skill to have. Like, you could easily like write a whole entire like short film for yourself, act in it, and then also somehow be able to film it, like set up the camera, edit it, like do all different takes. Like, if that was me, like, I would not be able to do that. Like, I'm very much like
just
on the acting side. Like, I feel like I can come up with like a good like idea, but see actually trying to like film it, oh my god, it's so frustrating.
Because we like I don't know if you remember this. It was when we were filming in the Beehive. Me and Aaron, like, we didn't get in an argument. It was just like it was like a heated exchange. Because there's basically the scene where like you're shooting and you're like, Jimmy, like, we're on our billets, and then you look over and I've disappeared.
Yeah.
So like when I was writing the script, like, originally, because I'd been in the Beehive before for gigs and stuff, and I was like, okay, so I picturing like he's leaving this door, even though like we don't see it.
Yeah.
And then Aaron's like, no, he needs to leave this door.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, but it's
like,
and I was like, no, but like it is this door and all this, and like we had this back and forth, and then I think we kind of both similarly realized at the same time, like, we actually don't even see him leave, so it doesn't really matter at all what door. Like, you know, you can think it's that door, I can think it's this door. It doesn't matter at all. But I think it's good to have those wee like scraps as well at times as well to do it. But you know, we've got this one done, it's filmed. We've got this Christmas special written, and then we've plans for 2 more.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you hoping to drop the Christmas one like on Christmas? Or like
23rd of December, I think we're going for.
So before Christmas Eve.
Yeah. Just so you can watch
it.
Eve. Yeah, so you can watch it on
so
Christmas
Eve. Watch it on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. As everybody wants to do, watch a flipping Jimmy Santoro Christmas special. Jimmy's not really in it.
Isn't it?
No, it's more Mackerel, the Chief of Police.
Right.
It's called How Mackerel Saved Christmas. So
that's good though.
Yeah. I kinda like that. I kinda like that Jimmy kinda like can just like be in like one scene and then go. But so then we've got plans for the second one. I'm not. I sound like such a goofer. When I say I'm not going to say the name, I mean in case it was to change. I'll tell you after. But like, we've got a name and we've got like a plot, and we know who we want to play the film. But
so someone else.
Someone
different
else.
Villain?
Yeah, a different villain. Everyone.
Different villain.
Yeah.
Heroes.
Same heroes. Yeah. And I have an idea of who I think the villain could be. Or no.
They do it?
I have it on good authority that they probably would do it. And I know.
Is it someone I know?
Yeah. Okay. And I know that. I'll let you know after. I'll let you know after. But that would be great. If not, then like, of course we'll find someone else. But then like, basically the second one has like a whole new cast of. You ever seen the Knives Out movies? It's like Daniel Craig. Yeah, Daniel Craig.
Yeah, I think I watched like the first like hour maybe of like. Is like the newest one, like the one
Glass
Beach.
Onion, yeah. So I think so. Like they have a different kind of cast every movie, but like 1 or 2 people are maybe the same. Like Daniel Craig's always in it, and then like there's like a new cast. So
I like
that, So we're doing something similar of like so like a few people will stay. You well again, there's a rule in it for you, but it's like. I don't want to give too much.
I'll take it.
I don't give too much. Yeah, you take what you get. You know, breadcrumbs. So we have that prepped, and like it's weird because like I love Bombs Away, and like it's everything I wanted to be in terms of like
even like the names and like the animation of like the title and all. Like I love
it.
It's so nice.
Yeah, it's so cool. And like we like I don't know, just every like there's actually a lot more people in it than I thought in terms of like there's some people that just like literally like have sent me voiceovers for stuff, and then I'm like, oh, thanks very much. And then like Aaron's in Hong Kong at the minute. And he basically like obviously, of course, because he like co-directed the movie, wants like a draft for like I already sent him a draft, but he wants like another one just to be like, can I see the final movie before it goes out? So I'm like kind of racing to get that done like tonight or tomorrow, because then there's a time difference, and then the film comes out on Friday. So I'm really like, flip, we need to get this done. But like just then watching it all together, like there were some scenes that like basically like there's like actors that are maybe like there was one guy in particular, shout out Daniel Quinn, was literally we filmed for 10 minutes.
Bartender?
No, he is the bouncer before Jimmy goes into the bloody savannah.
Right.
I will show you that after. I don't think he's seen that bit. And he would literally, like, we were in Belfast. We were in Belfast for 10 minutes, and like I was like, oh, meet me at like 8 o'clock on the street where like Forbidden Planet and like Spoon Street and all this. Thinking like 8 o'clock, like there won't be many people about. Packed. I was in the full like Jimmy Santoro gear, like mustache and all. Smicks again coming past me, like shouting. Obviously,
I think this is like your usual.
I know, like obviously it makes sense. Like I'm dressed in like a stupid hat and a brown mustache. Like I get like you're gonna shout. But I was like, let's literally get this scene filmed and like get out of here. So like he was literally there for 10 bouncer. So like he was literally there for 10 minutes and then skedaddled. But you were doing some other productions during the summer there, during Bombs Away? Yeah.
Shout out Connections and Tom Moore.
What was that about?
So it was basically, we were in partner with Women's Aid, so it was kind of like a... Oh, I think I took that mic off. Hello? No, I didn't.
No, you're good.
Never mind. It basically was like... It's like domestic violence, but also like the importance of like recognising the signs of like danger in like young relationships, like toxic relationships. I feel like people nowadays just like throw themselves like into like relationships, like not to like make assumptions, but like
of course,
first hand experience, like you just kind of like chuck yourself in there like for the crack, which is awful. But it's kind of like highlighting the importance of just like being aware of like your surroundings and like how you're being treated and stuff. So yeah, it was really, really good. Like I was leading with this guy called Jack Snallen, who if you ever need some, oh my god, he is fantastic.
Oh, is he?
Oh, unreal. Like he was, what was he was Danny in the Grand Opera House there in
Greece.
Oh, nice. He's in the Ulster Operatic at the minute doing 9 to 5. Like he's just such a great guy, so lovely to work with. But yeah, like literally the most stressful couple months of my life. I mean, I learnt that whole script. I think I had 100 pages of lines, and I learnt all of them in like 2 days. No, not 2 days. God, not doing 2 days. 2 weeks.
How do you like actually learn a script? Because ours is just like turn up in the day and be like, right, what am I saying? Alright, go.
That's like me. It's like, can we do this a couple times? Like, let me like.
What's the line? Okay, sweet.
Yeah, so you got it. Yeah. No, basically, I work really well, just like repetitive. Like if I sit down there and I have someone in front of me, and we just like run it like back and forth, and then do it without the phone, do it with the phone, without the phone, just kind of like running it like that. And then obviously, like whenever so our dress rehearsal was it 10 to 10? Don't know, but it was like 8-10 hours of rehearsal. Like it was intense, and we literally would just do scene after scene after scene, and that really helped me. But it was definitely like the biggest thing that I've ever like been in, like play wise. Like it was such a good experience to have. And like not to flex, but I actually have like a professional amateur acting thing now. So like whenever I'm like applying to like uni and stuff, I have like an actual like acting credit.
So like now when you're applying, you can be like, listen, I did this play for Women's Aid and like all this, and it was like so powerful. Yeah. And I was in Bombs Away.
I was in Bombs Away.
I was in Bombs Away as well.
Yeah,
I
Bombs
Victoria
Away.
Square.
Yeah, exactly. Not like pick and choose, but no, they were both. It's just because they were both such different experiences. Because like I obviously love plays, like love musicals, like I sing and I dance, like to a certain extent. But
you dance?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know this. Yeah, fair enough.
Shout out School Musical, Legally Blonde.
Did you dance in Legally Blonde?
Oh my god,
Who are you playing in Legally Blonde? I don't know. I don't watch Legally Blonde.
What do you call her?
See, that's wild. You can't remember your own character's name.
Windrum. What was my name?
Like, see if in like 5 years someone was like, "Oh, you're in Bombs Away," and you were like, "I played What was her name? Vicky Squire.
Vicky C. No, what was my name? I can't remember. That's so bad. But I was basically the girl who was part of like Elle's like old like society and got sent to jail for like apparently like killing my husband.
Oh.
That's gonna really annoy
No
me,
idea what
but I
Legally
can't
Blonde's about.
remember.
But fair enough. No, I've never seen Legally Blonde. Why would I be watching Legally Blonde? Why would I need to
Legally
watch Legally
Blonde
Blonde?
is so good.
It's not for me. Like,
No, it's so good. Like you need to watch it.
right, okay. Well, right, I'll note it down.
No, you have.
I
to
will.
watch
I'll write
it.
it down. I will.
No, but it was so good, and I had like a whole like 5-6 minute like singing, dancing, acting sequence.
Nice.
Like it was like it was skipping ropes
On stage.
on stage.
Oh, that's
Like skipping, dancing, singing, acting. Like I was dripping in sweat by the end of
nice.
it. It really was an
Nice.
experience. Like all the photos, you can just see like my face like glistening. I was like, that's so attractive.
Have you been in other people's short films before this, or just like your first proper like?
Yes,
Yes.
I've been in a couple guys in the year above me for Moving Image Arts. I was in their films. I think that's it though. But that's what I was saying. Like the play is so different because it's such a good experience to have, and like I would prefer a play over a musical because the whole part of like theatre that I like is the acting side. So like I don't mind singing and dancing obviously,
Yeah.
but it's like the acting that really like drew me to it. So obviously like a play is just acting, like musical theatre is like all three. So it was nice to have that, but then it's so different doing that and then being like on a camera because it's all about like it's just so much harder to like portray what you're saying and like movement and stuff because you need to kind of like know where like the camera is. You need to like, it's all like a combination. It's more your job really to like edit it all together and like make it look good, like to be completely honest, whereas like on a play it's like a one shot thing. Like you just need to like roll with it. There's no second takes. Like
Well, that's it. Yeah, when I've heard story, I was talking to, do you know Tiff Minson? She does what was the play called? The Importance of Being Earnest, I think she did.
Is that not a movie?
Yeah, but I think they did like an adaptation of the play,
Right, okay.
or something, recently, and I was talking to her about it, and she was like, "Oh yeah, like I think it was the first or second night, like someone skipped ahead like 2 pages,
Really?
like just said a line that was 2 pages away,
Right.
and then like that kind of forces like 2 pages like out of the play,
Yeah.
which is like probably not good. Like,
Well, not
how
like,
long was Connections?
like 2 hours roughly with the interval. Interval was 20 minutes. Funny you mention that actually, because Connections played for 2 nights, right? And I am in a relationship with this guy called Sam, and the whole big like kind of thing that like turns the relationship to absolute like is I kiss this guy called Luke, and who's someone who's been involved in our relationships, always been like do you ever get that like one person like in a relationship who's like a touchy name, like if you say their name like it's kind of like no, like no.
Yes.
Like it's just real, and that's what I liked about that play. Like it was so real and like raw and just like relatable. But basically, so I kissed him, and I kissed him, well, stage kissed him, but sure. Stage kissed him both nights. And at the very end of the play...
Sorry, what is a stage kiss? Like, just like...
So
Jesus,
a stage
like,
kiss, right, so
there?
there's no... So it's... Right, so you can either do it where you turn your bodies so much and come so close it looks like it. But what we did is that we actually made contact, but over a thumb. So
nice.
you put your hand on their face. I'll do this hand. And then you put your thumb like over like their lips.
And
then you literally like kiss your own thumb, and it looks so real.
Right, that makes
Looks
sense.
so real. So
You went for the thumb?
Went for the thumb.
Okay.
So coming to the end of the play, it's basically I meant to admit that I kissed Luke, and at the same time tell him that I'm moving away to New York, like completely leaving the relationship. And on the first night,
Tom will write all this.
oh, all of it.
Respect. Yeah. Okay.
All of it. So on the first night of the play, there's a line where I admit to kissing Luke, and that's how that's literally like the boom in the relationship, like the impact scene, and I completely forgot to say it, like completely forgot.
Okay.
And no, but not even that.
What night sis?
First night.
Okay.
And not even that. Like my co-actor literally went to me, "Oh, so did you kiss him?" And I just looked at him and went, no. And I kept denying it. It just did not clock in my brain that I was meant to admit to this until I went home that night and was like,
Did no one say to you after the play?
Nope. No one said anything.
Was that not the big...
Yeah.
Is that not the big crux of the...
Yep.
Why didn't no one say anything?
No idea. I think everyone was like, oh, like
She's
she
lost the
knows,
plot.
like she knows, like she's definitely so upset about it.
Yeah.
And like it only clicked whenever I was in the car on the way home. I turned around to my boyfriend and I was like, I'm actually really certain I missed like a really important line there. And he was like, oh no, it's fine. And I was like, no, like I'm being really serious. He came and watched it the next day.
Yeah.
Day after, I think that was the smoothest production
Yeah.
I've done. Like everything went so well. Didn't miss a line. It was really, really good. But the first night, like I literally...
Did you admit to the kiss in the second night?
Did I what?
Did you admit to the kiss in the second night?
Yeah. But it just weirded, like my brain actually, like I had a full-on brain fart. Like the fact that he literally said to me, like, did you kiss him? Like prompting me like fully, like that's a big thing in acting. Like it's good to be able to like improv like that. But it's the fact that I was like, no. And he said it again, and
different
I was
if you were like,
said it again.
yeah,
I was like,
different
no.
if you were just adding like a way, like I'll just say no a few times first.
Yeah,
and
no,
then
no.
Yeah,
just
that's
completely denied the whole thing, and then just made the play does not make sense for the whole end of it. But like, it's chill.
That's wild.
It's chill.
Have you anything else coming up, play wise or short film wise?
Christmas special.
Christmas special. How Mark will save Christmas. Yeah, fair enough.
Plug. No, I'm not even. I don't think. I think what's really good now is that I'm pretty sure. I don't even know if I'm meant to be saying this, like, but I think Tom's actually thinking about making his own little like company. Do you ever get like people who do like companies with like a small group of people and they do different plays with all the same cast and all the same characters?
There is a word for that.
Yeah.
I genuinely feel like it's called like a company. No, that sounds stupid, but like I don't know, something like that. Yeah.
So yeah, like all same cast, but just different people each time, different plays. So if he does that, I'll obviously go through with that.
Yeah.
But there's nothing else I'm really like planning to do. Obviously, like if anyone has anything for me to do, let me know. But I would love to like get involved in like other stuff. Like it's just trying to find it. Like you go onto those like Facebook groups, like looking for like people, but they're all really odd and not really liable.
Well, yeah, I think it definitely is good to have someone that you know approach you. Yeah. I've had a few things like that. Not I'm not talking like acting roles. Just mean like someone approaches like I had a guy message me on TikTok and be like, man, I'll send you a free t-shirt here if you want, just like wearing a podcast. And I was like, what? Like I tried to like look into like what the t-shirt was, and it was something weird. I sent him my size, but he never followed up. So I was like, right, okay, I guess I'm not getting that t-shirt. But yeah, Bombs Away is out on YouTube right now. I hope it's doing well. Future me, if it's not doing well, that's absolutely gutting. Because I put so much work into it. So I hope it's doing well.
Oh, well.
Keep an eye out for. I'm sure we'll do more of these. We like cast podcasts over the next couple of weeks as well. But keep an eye out for stuff happening around Christmas time, and then the regular podcast will return hopefully in January time. Yay! Ella, thank you very much for joining me.
You're very welcome.
Anything else you want to add?
Go watch Bombs Away.
Go watch Bombs Away. Yeah. Comment your favourite character in Bombs Away down below.
Victoria Square.
Victoria. Yeah. You know what? My favourite character is probably Chief Mackerel. I absolutely adore that. Because Dinty, to be fair to him, who plays Chief Mackerel, was horrifically hungover the day he filmed.
God bless him.
Was actually sick when he like threw up when he turned up to film. So you know what, fair play to him for digging deep and you know, producing a career-defining performance. But yes, thanks very much for listening to this. Watch Bombs Away, please. Just please watch it, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.